Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton Roberts Jr., and you're not. No, okay. This is EBT update part 2 for January 2022. All right, and this also going to be some USA news for today. Some really important information, as well as, like I stated, the EBT food stamps SNAP update part 2 for January 2022. All right, and let's get at it. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Let's get at it, and it'll start in about 20 seconds to give you a little time to get situated and get something to drink. Peace. Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton. This is my YouTube channel, Dalton My World, and this is the EBT food stamp SNAP update part 2. It's only the way I can deliver it for you. All right. And also, we're going to have some USA news for you and some a couple other goodies. All right, so let me get my notes and we can do this. All right, this is gonna be fun, but it ain't gonna be short and sweet, so just let you know. Now, before we even get started, I want to thank all of my subscribers and well wishers, and I want to thank Jamie023 for showing me how to having computer, internet, and phone problems and stuff. So, but I thank Jamie023 for showing me how to try to get some of the smaller videos uploaded for you all. So maybe I'll have 1 or 2 extra ones in the next 2 weeks. Thank you. Now, let's do this. This segment right here. Oh, before we start, I want to tell y'all, and I'll go over it again briefly. The United States of America Supreme Court has officially blocked Biden's vaccine mandate. Okay, basically, in short, they cannot force you to get a vaccine shot. No businesses can. Okay, and they cannot force you to show documentation as of right now. Now, will that change in the future? We'll talk about that later on in the video after we get through with our EBT. Okay, but as of right now, it is against the law for them to try to force you to do that. I just want y'all to know that. Now, let's get to the EBT part 2 segment. All right. Here's the states. Here's the other states. If you didn't see part 1, if you don't hear your state here, check out my part 1, EBT part 1, for January 2022. Okay. Alaska, Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, okay, Guam, Indiana, Kansas. I tell you what, I used to go to church when I was a kid in Kansas City, Kansas. And it was always funny how people visiting Kansas City always thought that Kansas City, Kansas was Kansas City, Missouri. And they end up talking to the wrong person the wrong way in Kansas City, Missouri, and then realize, oh, there's a difference. Because usually you literally have to go over a river to get to Kansas if you live in Kansas City, Missouri. If you didn't know that, you know it now. Louisiana, all right, Massachusetts, Michigan, New Hampshire, Ohio, and good old Texas. What's up, my people out there? Y'all know who you are. And to my friends that live in Texas, my prayers are with you. Utah and Vermont, okay? And those are the additional states that are going to be getting food stamps this month, okay? If you didn't hear your states, check out my other video I already made, part 1. You're probably going to hear it there, okay? Now, don't forget to check at the end of the month, around like the 20th to 22nd, for your extra emergency allotments of food stamps. Okay, even if right now it says you only got $3, don't forget to check at the end of the month to get that extra boost that they usually, most states try to give you. Okay, now that's the EBT update. All right, I want to give you some suggestions too. I have some friends, and I don't get into sports, but I have a lot of friends that do. Okay, and whether you're using EBT or not, chicken wings, you know, most people who don't get into sports ain't gonna get this. You get into sports, you're gonna get this. Chicken wings are sometimes kind of hard to come by, but the biggest mistake most people make is when they have someone shopping for them and delivering it. They always forget to ask that person to check in the freezer area to see if there's any frozen chicken wings. Majority of the time, I can guarantee you there's probably tons of frozen chicken wings in a bag in the freezer area, just because you don't have the fresh one sitting out there. And you know, if you know how to halfway cook and you got a deep fryer, or you got one of those, I think it's air fryers or something like that, you know you can make it right. And another suggestion for game day that I gave to a friend of mine that I work with is celery. Get some celery sticks with some ranch dressing. And right now celery is not that expensive, you know, and you can make it look really, really good. You could decorate celery with ranch dressing to make it look, and it tastes great. Okay, it tastes really, really good. Okay, that's just my suggestions to help you out with these game days coming up. All right, but don't forget to do that. Don't forget to ask, do you have some frozen? Do they have any frozen chicken wings in the freezer area? You'll be surprised. Majority of the time, they're going to tell you. I mean, in the freezer area, majority of the time they're going to say yes. Okay. Because I had to help a friend of mine out with that. Because they were, chicken. I'm like, dude, they got bags of frozen chicken. Oh, dude, I ain't even think about that. Sometimes you got to think outside the box, people. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, yeah. Here's the good part, right? You know Valentine's Day is coming up. Okay? Yes, it is. Valentine's Day is coming up. Did you know that you can buy those beautiful little Valentine's Day gifts? You know, they have candy in it, and they're in a package shaped like hearts and all this stuff. Okay? You can get that with EBT. Yes, you can. Okay, I tested it out myself before telling you this on this video. I went to Family Dollar. I bought 3 of those. I'm sorry, two of those Valentine hearts. But that's all I went to get. Used my EBT, bought it, no problem. Why? Because as long as the 70% food in those particular containers, whether it's for Valentine's Day, for Easter, or whatever. Okay, as long as there's 70% food in there, you can use your EBT card to get it. Just a little suggestion for you, because you know, sometimes we get low on money, but we still want to show our sweetheart that, hey, you know, thank you, we care. Okay. Now, you know, me personally, you know, this has been a cold winter and look like it's going to have a cold couple of months. So I'm just going to have to send it out there, send out, you know, a personalized message, looking for a straight, big bone, healthy woman with some meat on her. No skinny anorexic chicks, please, to help me stay warm through the winter, you know, for Dalton, you know what I'm saying? You can email me, or you can call me at 1-800-GIVE-DALTON-SOME for the winter. You know, I'm messing with you. Well, kind of. Anyway, let's get to the news, people. Okay, and for those who are leaving right now, who was here just for the EBT, thank you. I ask you to share this with other people. It's super important. I ask you to subscribe. I ask you to give me a thumbs up. If you don't like my content, give me a thumbs down. And if you don't like my content, you might want to check the other millions and millions of other YouTube channels that's out there. Because you have to ask yourself, why am I here? Now, this, as I stated, this is, now we're going to talk about the USA news, United States of America's news right now. Okay, they have been, the Supreme Court, again, as I stated earlier, blocks Biden's vaccine mandate. And I'm just break it down with mainly that means no business can force you to get the shot. Okay, no business can force you to give them documentation. Okay, and I'm pretty sure if they do, there will be class action lawsuits out there, because I know that there'll be there's lawyers that just waiting to jump on that. Okay, so no businesses. Now, can that change in the future? They have one attempt that they could do to try to change that and send it back, but most of the times, even when they do that with Supreme Court, it fails. Okay, I mean, you might get 1-2% that actually, you know, get approved, but majority of the times when they try to do something like that, it fails, and it's really not in a president's best interest to try to second guess a Supreme Court, because he is going to need that Supreme Court way before Supreme Court ever need him. Okay. And one thing that some presidents try to do is they are trying to add more seats to the Supreme Court when they don't get their way, add more Republicans, or add more Democratic Supreme Court officials, you know, like that. But I don't really think Biden's going to do that, but he may, you know. But even if he did, there's no guarantee that Supreme Court will still vote in his, you know, appeal. The reason I say that is because the mandate is going against our rule of law, and it goes against what America, United States, is built upon. Okay, there's a reason we have checks and balances. All right, it's allowing a president And they did the same thing to Trump. So let's not say, oh, they did it to Trump. They told him, you know, this is the United States of America. You cannot act like a king. You cannot act like you're in Russia. You can't act like you're in North Korea. You can't act like you're in China. This is the United States of America, okay? And you have to act like a president that respects the Constitution. Now, a lot of people are going to have their opinion on if it should have been pushed through or if it shouldn't. But the fact is that as of right now, no, it hasn't been pushed to. And companies cannot force you to have that. Also, I'm going to put a shout out to the truck drivers. Okay, truck drivers, put down the beer. Dust off your clothes and uniform. You know what I'm saying? And get back in the trucks. You don't have to have the vaccine shot. Get those trucks moving and grooving again, baby. All right. So that part is the news, and I wanted to tell y'all that, okay? Because it's very important to understand this decision and how it affects things going forward and how it affects you as an American worker, okay? Even if you don't have a job right now, it affects you as an American. All right. Now, last but not least, there's something that it's kind of weird that's going on that you're not hearing about in the news. That's why y'all come to me. I have a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, and recently she lost four friends to the most recent vaccine booster shot. Now, I'm not talking about the first one that came out. I'm talking about the most recent vaccine booster shot. And all of them pass away from the same thing, blood clots. So if you got that most recent booster shot, okay, and you're not feeling well or you're feeling ill, don't second guess that. Okay, call 911, get yourself to the hospital as soon as possible so that they can check you out and make sure everything's okay. All right. Now, I'm not talking about the vaccine. I'm not talking about the first or second vaccine. I'm not even talking about the first booster. I'm talking about the most recent booster. Okay. And you got to admit, man, losing 4 people in a short period of time, that's a hard blow. So my prayers go out to her, my good friend, and to the families that lost those people. Okay. Her friends. All right. And I shall wrap to y'all later. Peace.